Hello, I'm Lenworth Johnson, and I'm here today. I'm going to walk you through my process of retouching an image. Well, let's say the emphasis will be very natural, professional retouching approach, right? So we'll review the image before editing, identify some key areas to focus on, like, for example, the skin, lighting, and distractions, right? And I'll explain what I will do through that process. My workflow these days is run by Retouch4me, right? That's a big part of my workflow. So you get to see how I do that, how I use the tools. Basically, let's get started. As you can see here on screen, I have an image of Irina that I recently shot. And so we have the image in here in Photoshop. So I'm going to just quickly duplicate this layer. All right. So the first things I'm going to do is let's kind of zoom in on this to see what is there that I won't necessarily need. Right. And this is going to be pretty close, like a head to shoulder kind of deal. So first things I can see, I'm going to use the remove tool here, and I can see that I don't need hair. So make it big enough just to cover that, and voila, that's gone. Right now, and I'm going to go here, and I'm just going to get rid of these necklines here. All right, so we have done that. Those are quick distractions that I don't want on the image, especially with ladies. You want to make sure they're refined. You don't want to over retouch. You want to keep it simple, maintain texture and all that stuff. So this is where Retouch4me comes in. Image is practically ready. So let's pop open the Retouch4me panel, and you can see I have a couple of these which is on. I consider this in the on position. So I'm just going to break this down simple for you real quick. You have the sensitivity here, and so you can adjust each one of these, right? You can adjust them to your liking, your taste. I have this set to 68 on the blend, 10 on the warmed, and I have them broken down to my taste, to where I like to use them at, right? And it's not set in stone. I can also go in and adjust these depending on the image and depending on what it's doing, right? So each of these plugins you can turn these into a mask and just independently go in and adjust these, right? So let's start with heal. And heal is where it's going to remove like any spots, any pimples on the face, right? That's kind of the basic thing. And bam, I'm going to select that, hit the play button there, and it's going to do that. Let's get it a little bigger so you can see. It's just minor stuff. If you look closely, it's removing a little spot right here and just a little spot over the nose. So it's just minor spot it's removing. Now let's go down to Dodge and Burn. We're going to do the same thing, hit play, and it's going to do its thing, work, and there you are, voila. And it gives me that. If that's too much for me, I can come in here and just dial this down, and let's bring it down to, let's do 61, right? And you see it's very subtle. So you don't need a lot, very minimal, very simple, very easy. Go over to portrait volume, and this is going to add a bit of three-dimensionality to your image. As you can see, and bam, just a little bit of shadow there, just to lift the image and kind of brings it, bring that image to life. So now we're going to go to the skin tone and hit play there, and you get to see what it does real time. So it's just all minor adjustments that I'm making. The eye vessel, I am just simply enhancing the image with the tools that is available to me. So that's my simple way of retouching. Just fine tune skin tones, the transition, the subtle correction, its balance and consistency to maintain a natural high-end finish that your clients will love you for. Right? So here we are, and we have straight hairs. All right, so we're back, and voila, it's the image is retouched. And as you can see, everything is on an independent layer, so you can go in and change these, dial these in to your suit, right? So let's close this for a minute, and so you can clearly see what's going on here. All right, we're going to make this a little bigger. We're going to look at it, and we can see, okay, straight hairs. I need to make some adjustments here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now create a mask with this. All right, so option click and create a mask in black. Now I'm going to go over here and get a brush. My brush is around 90 and it's very soft brush. So all right, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and gotta flip this to white. So white remove and black brings it back. So over here you can see you can flip your colors there. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and now I'm gonna go ahead and just adjust this to my liking. So the reason I'm using the mask here is without the mask it was taking off some of the lashes. I didn't want that, and I also want the edges not to all go away, but to have some form of realistic feel about it, because in life everyone has some stray hair, right? So you can't take it all away. Make it feel natural, just clean it up enough to where you're not losing the full detail of everything. So you see the difference there, right? All right, so there we have that. So we were there and now we're here. And you see how simple that is. Well, how long did that take? Just a couple of seconds, right? So now we're going to move on to my next move. So I'm going to group all these up in the folder. I'm going to call this retouch. And now I'm going to also duplicate that. And I'm going to merge these to one layer. All right, why do I do that? I like to keep a live layer. So that way if a customer comes back and they say, hey, can you adjust this? It's already here. I can just go in and make the tweaks from that. Here, I'm going to make my final adjustments because it will be very easy for me to do the final adjustments again. So I look at this and I see just a couple things I want to do. I want to adjust the lip. I want to adjust the clothing right here and just kind of tuck in some of the ears. So this is where we're going to go, and I'm going to go over to Liquify. So I get to Liquify and make this a little smaller. So I'm using the warp tool here, and I'm just going to kind of push that in just slightly. And I'm not doing much, just shaping the edges right there. So real simple, real easy. I don't need to go all the way down because for this shot, we're gonna, sort of like a 4x5 out of this. So it's, head, shoulder kind of deal. Now, you can see where we were, right? Now, let's get a little closer here. So for the lips, right here, it just feels like she was bit. She had gotten bitten. So just kind of adjusted that just a tad. So we were there and now we're here. And I like to keep the jawline around 11. So it just tucks it in just a bit. We're back over here in Photoshop. What else can I do to this image? Just looking at this, I can actually go in. Is I find this, I can take this off right there. It's little gray hairs right there. So it's not so pronounced. It's, you know, it kind of sort of pulls your eye to it. So you just kind of get rid of those. And voila, you're there. Now you're here. Right. So what else can I do? I'm going to go over into Camera Raw. This is going to create mask. So it finds her, and let's start with the clothing, right? I'm going to pull the exposure back just a tad and pull the highlights down just a tad. And if you notice, I am not doing drastic changes. Very minimal on the change, right? Make it very subtle. So we go back, and I would like to adjust the body skin. Same thing here, just pull it down to about that, and pull the highlights down to about there. And then also on the face, I can take a little of the sheen off, so I'll just pull the highlights down a bit. Then I also like to add a little saturation on there, so pull the saturation up to 3. That looks golden to me, and voila, we are done there. So see that? Just very subtle, nothing major. The image is maintaining that high-end finish, natural look, and it doesn't feel fake. So that is like my simple process. And my final move to this image would be to add a little bit of sharpening. So I would go over here to Topaz, and I have all my presets here already. So it's beauty. So I would select that, and it knows, enhance, and bam, added that to it. And voila, it's back over here in Photoshop. And you notice it's just a little, just enough, just to give it the edge. So we started here. We analyze the image. We look for those areas where we can improve. We improve those areas. We make those adjustments. And now we're here as a finished image that we can send to a client. If you want to improve your retouching game, if you want to get to the next level in your retouching, check out Retouch4me. Go try the tools. Links will be in the description. And if it's something that you like, use it. Make it a part of your workflow. You can leave comments. We'll be answering all your questions there. So until next time.